Most people think getting rich means earning a big salary. We hear it all the time. If I just made more money, I'd finally be wealthy. But what if that's not true? Across the country, there are teachers, nurses, and delivery drivers quietly building real wealth. Meanwhile, some high earners still live paycheck to paycheck, buried in debt and stress. This surprising truth is what we call the wealth paradox. You don't need to make a lot of money to become rich. Getting rich isn't just about how much you earn. It's about how you manage, save, and grow the money you already have. In this video, we'll explore the habits, mindset, and smart strategies that allow people with average incomes to build wealth over time. It's not just possible, it's happening every day. 1. Redefining wealth beyond the paycheck. For a long time, people believed that being rich meant having a big paycheck. The bigger your salary, the richer you must be, right? But in today's world, that idea is changing. Now, more people are starting to understand that wealth isn't just about what you earn, it's about what you keep. A person making $60,000 a year who saves, invests, and lives below their means can be wealthier than someone making $200,000 but spending every dollar. Wealth is not about flashy cars or expensive homes. True wealth is having freedom. It means having money saved, no stress from debt, and the ability to make choices, like retiring early, starting a business, or traveling without worrying about running out of money. In fact, recent research shows that net worth, your assets minus your debts, is a better measure of wealth than income. Even millionaires today often have regular jobs. They just live wisely and invest smartly. So, let's rethink what it means to be rich. It's not about earning the most. It's about using what you earn in smart ways. That shift in thinking is where true financial power begins. 2. The psychology of spending, mindset over money. Getting rich isn't just about how much money you make, it's about how you think about money. Many people feel the pressure to spend as soon as they get paid. Social media, ads, and even friends can make us feel like we need to buy more to be happy or look successful. But that way of thinking often leads to debt and stress. Wealthy people, even those with small incomes, see money differently. They don't see it as something to spend, they see it as something to grow. They get more excited about saving for the future than buying the latest phone or shoes. Changing your money mindset is powerful. It means asking yourself, do I really need this? Or will this help me reach my goals? Before you spend. It means learning to enjoy simple things and feeling proud when you save or invest instead of spend. Your habits start with your thoughts. If you believe you can build wealth slowly, patiently, and wisely, you're already ahead of most people. The richest people aren't always the ones with the highest income. They're the ones who control their spending and keep their focus on the bigger picture. 3. Strategic budgeting, making the most of what you have. You don't need to be rich to use a budget. You need a budget to become rich. A budget is just a plan for your money. It tells your money where to go, instead of wondering where it went. Even if you earn a small income, a smart budget can help you save, invest, and avoid debt. Let's start simple. First, write down how much money you make each month. Then list all your expenses: rent, food, transport, phone bill, and anything else. Next, split your money into 3 categories. Needs, things you must pay for like rent, food, bills. Wants, things you enjoy but can live without, like eating out, new clothes. Savings/investments, money set aside for your future. A popular method is the 50 hours, 30 minutes, and 20 seconds rule. 50% for needs, 30% for wants, 20% for savings or debt payoff. But if your income is lower, you can adjust it. Some people start with just 5 to 10% savings. That's okay. What matters most is starting. Budgeting isn't about feeling restricted, it's about feeling in control. When you know where every dollar goes, you make better choices. And over time, small wins add up to big results. You don't need more money to get ahead. You just need a better plan for the money you already have. 4. Investing on a shoestring, building wealth incrementally. A lot of people think you need a lot of money to start investing. That's not true. You can begin building wealth with just a few dollars and time on your side. Investing is how regular people grow their money slowly over the years. Even if you can only invest $20 or $50 a month, that's a great start. The key is to be consistent and patient. Thanks to modern technology, it's easier than ever to start investing with little money. Some apps let you begin with $1 or less. You can buy small pieces of stocks called fractional shares, so you don't need hundreds of dollars to invest in big companies like Apple or Amazon. One of the best tools for new investors is a Roth IRA. This is a retirement account where your money grows tax-free. Even if you only add a little each month, it can grow into a big amount over time thanks to compound interest, which means your money earns money, and then that money earns more money. Here's a simple example. If you invest $100 a month starting at age 25 and earn 7% interest per year, you could have over $240,000 by the time you're 65. The most important part of investing isn't how much you start with, it's that you start. No matter your income, investing something, even a little, each month puts you on the path to real wealth. Let your money work for you. 5. The hidden power of simplicity. Sometimes, the secret to building wealth isn't doing more, it's doing less. Many people try to manage dozens of things at once, multiple credit cards, apps, and money habits that don't work. This creates stress, confusion, and wasted money. But people who grow wealth on a low income often follow a different path. They keep things simple. They use just 1 or 2 bank accounts. They stick to a budget that works. They cook at home, buy only what they need, and don't chase trends. Simplicity makes it easier to stay on track. When your money life is simple, you can focus on your goals, saving, investing, and building freedom. You also make fewer financial mistakes when you don't have too many moving parts. Living simply doesn't mean living without. It means choosing what truly matters and cutting out what doesn't. It means spending your money and your time on things that bring value and peace. Many millionaires live in normal homes and wear regular clothes.
Why?
Because they know that wealth grows in silence. The less you try to impress others, the faster you can build the life you really want. Simplicity is power. Meet Sarah. Lives in a small town in Ohio and works as a librarian. She's never made more than $45,000 a year. But today, at age 42, she has over $300,000 saved and plans to retire early.
How?
Sarah started saving just 10% of her paycheck in her 20s. She lives in a modest apartment, drives a used car, and avoids debt. She also learned to invest through low-cost index funds and lets her money grow with time. No big salary, just smart, steady choices. Then, Daniel works full-time delivering packages in Texas. His income is about $38,000 a year. A few years ago, he began listening to personal finance podcasts during his routes. Inspired, he cut his spending, got rid of his credit card debt, and began investing $300 a month into a Roth IRA. Today, he has nearly $70,000 saved and is working toward buying his first rental property. They ignore what others are buying and concentrate on their long-term goals. Instead of chasing a bigger paycheck, they've made the most of what they already earn. Remember, you don't need to wait for a raise to start building wealth. You can begin with what you have right now. We often hear stories about tech CEOs and lottery winners. But the quiet success stories, the ones happening in neighborhoods just like yours, are the ones that show us the real truth. Getting rich slowly is possible, even on a small income. 6. Community and support, leveraging collective resources. You don't have to build wealth alone. In fact, the journey is easier when you have support. There are many free or low-cost resources in your community that can help you manage money, learn about investing, or even grow your income. Local libraries often offer free classes on budgeting or credit repair. Nonprofits and community centers may provide financial coaching or help with taxes. Online, there are supportive groups on Reddit, like r/frugal and r/personal finance, Facebook, or YouTube, where people share tips and cheer each other on. Seeing others succeed on small incomes can be powerful and motivating. You can also find a money mentor, someone you trust who's good with finances. Ask questions, learn from their habits, and share your goals. Wealth grows faster when people share ideas and lift each other up. The right support system can turn small steps into big wins. You're not in this alone. You don't need a high income to build real wealth. What matters most is how you think, save, spend, and invest. With the right habits, like budgeting, living below your means, and investing regularly, you can build a strong financial future, even on a small paycheck. Start with what you have. Use simple tools. Learn as you go. Stay focused on your goals, not on what others are doing. Wealth isn't just for the rich. It's for anyone willing to take small, smart steps. The journey is yours, and it can begin today. You're more capable than you think. Want to learn more ways people are building quiet wealth on low incomes? Then check out this next video. And if this inspired you, hit that like button, drop a comment with your biggest takeaway, and subscribe to join a community of smart savers and future millionaires. Thanks for watching.